All this one PA Finley Anonymous, the universe coming at you live on this beautiful Monday morning. What that do? What are you doing in the morning on Monday morning? You'll never be out here. Yeah, Monday morning, June 7th, 2021. Ooh, this year is halfway gone. Okay, we're not answering no phones right now. Not this one anyway. This is my business phone. Bay Area, California, USA. Hi, everybody. Is that too high? That's a little bit too high. Sending an atomic mushroom cloud explosion of love all across the globe. At the same time, we're going to go ahead and give Mother Earth that claw squeeze hug. Y'all know the thing is the claw. You make the claw. You clench. You grab flesh with this. This is the hug. Goddamn, what you doing? Yeah. That's how we're going to do Mother Earth right now. Yay, Mother Earth. Woohoo! The original Big Mama. We love you. Get the wet ones, too. We get the wet kisses. Sloppy. I'm saying sloppy toppy. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Sorry. Anywho. So, sending a shout out to my listeners and viewers. Actually, I'm going to go in because this is going to be a part. So, I'm going to send my daps out. Single, double, and triple. Y'all know what time that is because this is going to be a part. Single, double, triple. And we're going to get into this. It's going to be like part 6. Let's do it this way. To part 6 to the biggest picture. Remember, I'm bringing the whole thing down to your point of view. So I think we left off. At just cruising CHP. I wonder what I was at like 7.5 on that one. I slid down all the way to 70. I was like, 65, Anywho, yeah, he coming all the way over. Yeah, he coming all the way over, bro. Yeah, big guy. Okay, traffic, navigation. We left off planet Earth, the amusement park of the solar system. Okay, let people do what they do because I'm stuck behind a truck. It is what it is. You be patient and let the cars just fly by. You'll get your flyby on. So, solar system is amusement park. Each planet is a ride, and the main attraction is Earth. I'm gonna say that. But now, I'm going to put Earth as the main attraction. We don't know, man. Earth might be the least ride. It might be the kiddie ride. We don't know. I mean, we do, but we don't. So, I'm just kind of, I know it sounds like I'm making this up as I'm going along, but I'll put some thought into this. That's just every once in a while, I'll pop up with something I didn't think about. Like, really the main attraction. The only reason why I'm putting the main attraction is because the humans is on it. And the only reason why I'm hesitant now thinking about it is because who heck are we? We're only, to the next level of what we think we are. Because we think so much of ourselves. So I'm going to say the main attraction for now, that might change. We might be the kiddie ride. I don't know. Right? You know what I mean? When you got to be so, you can't be over. Anyway, your weight has to be under a certain, to get on the ride. But anyway, Earth is the land of forgetfulness. That was the last chapter. That was the last part. This is where you go to forget everything. Now, the immunity part, you go there to forget. But Earth is the clean slate place. This is where you go. All the other planets, you forget some. You don't forget everything. Here, you forget it all. And it's an eye blink. And, so, that's why cats be getting back in line on this one. This is, I gotta get another one of those. It's a shot in the arm. This is what we do. So, here, now we're going to talk about humanity. Okay? We're on the ride. Okay? 100 years on this planet is like a blink of an eye out of our existence. So, we're here now. We've been born. Here we are. And so, since the dawn of the age, humanity's been on this planet. It started out with the black person, the black man. I'm sorry. We gotta go here. The first one here was, the first is always, listen, it's always in line with how everything is. Everything flows in the direction of which it just does. The last one was here, was the Caucasian. The black man created all the races, traveled the whole globe, and from each part of the globe they created, we created everything. all races can be traced back to the original man, the black man. And the first human being on the planet was a black woman. Here we go, y'all. We got to talk about this. We got to go to the beginning of stuff. Why are we playing with this thing? It is what it freaking is. Let's talk about what it is so we can move on. See, all this is purpose. The first human being, first of all, the first race of human beings were black. Africans. Right there in the continent. Right there. Black. Toasted. Dark. Blue black. Black. Come on. All melanin. Just straight up everywhere. Melanin. Just fucking beings of melanin. Melanin walking. This is what they were. And the first of those was the black woman. Now, because from the female can be produced the male. The male cannot produce the female. See, science will tell you this. Females can produce males. Males cannot produce females. So the first one, and it's on record. It's in archaeology. It's the oldest skeleton that they got. And they call her Lucy. It's a female. They call her Lucy. Africa. Come on. All right. Now, this scientific fact I'm talking. I'm not saying nothing new. To a lot of you, probably I am. We're going to take a walk, you guys. Last time I didn't take a walk with you guys. I'm going to take a walk with you guys on this one. Because we got to talk. We're on planet Earth right now. Okay? We are on planet Earth right now. We're going to do this lap. Get this exercise on. And, yeah, I'm going to be talking to y'all, so I'm going to keep this on. I don't need nothing else. I got everything with me. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Let's ride. All right, let's get finished. So, excuse me. See if I. Yeah, it's Monday, so everybody out here. I'm saying everybody walking. It's a part of a lot of people program out here. Business area, business park area type. You know. So everybody get their breaks. When they get their breaks, they come out here and walk. You know, people. You know how we do. So, all right. So now we got the beginning. Okay. Important. It says in the Bible, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Now follow me. Here we go. We rolling. All right. The African traveled all over the globe. And while traveling, people settled. Y'all go ahead. I'm good. We're going to hang out right here. Yeah. And next thing you know, the rainbow. Now, the last, and a lot of people, see, a lot of people don't understand that the Caucasian, is the last recorded race. The Caucasian is the last recorded race. Actually, the African American is the last recorded race, but that's a whole nother conversation. Because the African American is a race of humanity. So, which is the gray diamond, by the way. Anyway, moving right along. We're going to get to that. But the last recorded race is the Caucasian. And they came, see, you got black and white. You got, okay, it's a color thing. Okay, listen. From black comes all things. Okay? From black, the color black. Listen, in the beginning, there was nothing. Nothing is black as hell. So just let you know what it is. You know, I know you guys, we don't like this conversation. Yeah, but you got to get a dose because you need to know where you come from. All things come from the color black. And all things return to the color black. If God had a color, God would be black. So there you go. All right, moving right along. Now, but we are all black. Just different shades of it. And that's what you got to understand. All things are the same thing. It's crazy. Okay, so now, everything flows in the direction that highlights the one. See, you got to understand that it's all connected. So everything flows in the original flow, if you will. Okay? This is the sign. This is the key. This is how the breadcrumbs. This is how you follow the path back to the truth, to the real. Because all of it is illusory. So it's hard to find how do you find what's real? Follow the one. Literally the number one. You know what I'm saying? So alright. Characteristics. Black represents the womb. That's why the first one was the first human being was a female. Everything has to flow, you see? So the characteristics, black is receptive, white is rejective. What's in line with receptive? The womb, which is embracing, okay? So the first people were embracing and receptive, you see? The last, which is the color white, that is rejective. See, okay, think about it. The color white reflects light. rejects it. The color black absorbs light, receives it. Okay? So, listen, think about it. The blind man was raised in the land of freaking milk and honey. Now, I got to explain this stuff to you so you understand. When we saw fire, we was trying to put it out. Fire to us was the enemy because we didn't need fire. Do you understand what I'm saying? There was no need for it. What do you need fire for? There's no, if you go to Africa, you don't need fire for nothing. You might use fire to see at night, but what are you doing at night? Dude, that's not, everybody's in at night. See, there was a perfect, in the beginning, there was an equilibrium balance between man and nature. You see, sun come out, we come out. Sun go down, we go down. What we going out for? Are you crazy? You know what's out there? Get your behind inside. What are you doing? Right? So we didn't need light at night. We was inside. What are you talking about? So fire wasn't a friend to us. Fire burnt stuff to a crisp. So we was the original firefighters. You know what I mean? So, dude, fire was a threat to your community. So we was anti-fire. We wasn't friends with fire. Fire was, dude, we put that out as soon as we seen it. What the heck? What is this? Get out of here, water! We was water folks. We like water holes and water. Which represents the deep. Water represents the receptive. Water represents the feminine. Oh, by the way, the queen was king in the beginning. I know, a lot of this stuff is, what are you talking about? PA, Finley, Anonymous, the universe, what are you talking about? Yeah, the woman ran everything. Woman created life, and in the beginning, man did not know how she did it. Before technology, you gotta understand, all we knew she was dropping babies. We didn't know there was any kind of correlation between us and 9 months later. It's nowhere in the world we put that together. You know? So all we knew is she was dropping babies. That's it. We get horny and do what we do, but we didn't know what that was connected to that. Well, how do we know that? No. So, the woman was praised as goddesses. The queen was it, dude. That was the highest. Are you kidding? The queen bee? Are you kidding? Plus, there was all these other examples of queens. Come on. We need a queen. We the worker bees. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We get it done for you. We do everything. You come up with the idea, we'll put it down. That's how we built pyramids and all kinds of stuff. So it wasn't until the coming of the white man that the patriarch mindset was introduced. Okay? Remember, the color white is the reverse of the color black. The color black is the reverse of the color white. It's yin and yang. Dude, notice how the yin and yang sign ain't saying blue and red. It ain't got the color blue and red in there. It could have. It didn't. Because it's the beginning and the end. And the end and the beginning. Positive, negative. Dude, this is the balance of nature, of all things, of life. So, black had to be first because black is first. White had to be last because white is last. There's a beginning and an end. There's a front and a back. It's always these two things, but you gotta remember, we went all the way to the beginning so you can understand that there was an eternity of no balance. There was an eternity of no dualities. There was an eternity of the one. So we already know what that means, what that is. So, this balance thing, this idea of imagining something else, the original thought, which we call creation, because, excuse me, this original thought, just 1 second, I'm gonna pause. Okay, I'm back. A couple walking by, seemed like they were holding a deep conversation. So, allowed them to continue that, pause mine, and let them. But, so, we gotta understand that prior to balance, prior to duality, prior to life and death, and the battle between the two, it's like prior to conflict, there was just the one, and so the one desired conflict, desired confrontation, desired battle, war, desired something else. And so the original thought is, I will create something else out of nothing. And then remember, we went through that was the first half of the eternity. The second half was trying to figure out how to do that. You see? So, when the one introduced to existence, if you will, because there was only the one existing, but when the one introduced to existence the two, and then from that everything else was created. Do you know how much of a glorious celebration that was and is, as a matter of fact, because it's still ongoing? The celebration continues. I talked about before how everything in creation is praising God. It cannot be. The biggest picture shows you that we celebrate the one for coming up with a way to make the two. Because the two is us. We exist because of the two. So, that's the beauty of this whole process. Listen, the biggest picture gives you purpose. See, and that's where we miss that. We didn't have that prior to All1llA. The introduction. We didn't have purpose, dude. In the second installment of The Matrix, Reloaded, I think that's the title. I couldn't think of the title before. But The Matrix Reloaded, Mr. Smith, when he became multiples, that's what he was seeking the one. He was seeking Neo. He sought out Neo to gain purpose. He said it in the movie. That's what we want as the Smiths. That's what he was saying to Neo. As all of these Smiths, we want purpose. Because purpose is everything. See, these movies and these stories, these books and this music and the paintings are expressions of the one trying to communicate to the one to wake up the one in this land of forgetfulness. This is the purpose of humanity. We are on a different mission now. We are shifting. The first mission, all the way from the birth of humanity to now, was to experience not knowing, because the one knew everything, but the one wanted to not know. And that was the one thing the one didn't know, was not knowing. And so all of this, that was the birth of first thought. That's how it all began. And that's how, because the one desired something else, and that something else was to not be what it was. It knew what it was, 15,000 eternity. This is an eternity exploring self. But it knew that it didn't know not knowing. You see? And so it wanted to know that too. So all of this was created just so that it can experience not knowing. Now that it has experienced that on 15 billion trillion gazillion types of ways, it wants to know something else now. Guess what that is? And this is where humanity is evolving into. This is where we are going. This is the crux. This is the shift in, all the scientists would tell you that everything is in flux right now. Everything is shifting. Hello. Or not. Everything is shifting to everything is, the galaxies, the solar system. Everything is the Earth, the axis, the polarities, the poles. Everything is changing, adjusting to the will of the Creator. The Creator wants to experience something else now. And the Creator, see, this is what we like about thought. Thought is ever expanding and expansive. So, let me see something. How much time I got? Okay, I gotta close. Okay, so thought is ever expanding. So as the universe expands, so is the Creator's thoughts. So is the one's thoughts. The one is evolving through the thoughts. See? So now the one has experienced not knowing. The one knows what it is not to know now. So the one has that within its I don't even want to. There's no number. There's no number to put on how many experiences. There's no number. It's innumerable. So now the one, through the evolution of thought, one has imagined that there is something else that the one does not know. Out of all the stuff the one knows, there is this other thing that one has, because that's what evolution does. That's what thinking does. It goes further and beyond the limits of what's been done or what's been thought. So now the one has sensed that there is another experience that the one has not experienced yet. And that is forgetting, not knowing, knowing, not knowing, and remembering while in the land of forgetfulness. Remember. Now, the one wants to know what that's about. What if I remembered while I was forgetting? What if I began to know while not knowing? What the heck kind of experience is that? Woohoo! Right? Okay, so here we go. We got to shift everything. Everything must change because now I'm on something else now. Now I'm on something else. Now I'm finna drink that in for a millennium. Yeah, I'm finna get that one going. You see? So, that's what humanity is. The humanity, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna just throw this out there. Okay? I'm gonna just throw this out there. Humanity is God's way of experiencing what it is. Well, it's not even humanity, it's life. Okay? It's getting low, it's getting a little warm. It's life. Okay? I'm going to this I'm going to the stores. I'm not gonna stay online with y'all because the gate is open. It was closing, but I slid in. That's what we do. People, they don't waste time. So it's not really humanity. It's all life everywhere. Okay, but humanity is experience honed in like on this planet. I don't know about the other rides. On this ride, humanity is honed in experience. Experience honed. Okay, but it's all life. Life is connected, and we all experience from the ant to the elephant. It's all experience from different angles, looking at stuff from different stuff. Okay, but